Welcome to the final training section of your VISTA Leader orientation. Through the previous training videos and resources, you gained a deeper understanding of the VISTA Leader role, how you fit into your project, ways to support your VISTA project, and ways of supporting your VISTA members. This training focuses on your continued professional development as a VISTA Leader and points you to resources to support your learning. VISTA service is, at its core, about capacity building. It's an opportunity for VISTA members to build capacity in the community while also building their own capacity in the form of professional skills. It's no different for VISTA leaders. In fact, you may benefit from strengthening your skills in a wide range of areas, some relating to the VISTA project and some relating to leadership. By the end of this training video, you will be able to create an individual development plan based on your VISTA assignment description, access live and recorded webinars for VISTA leaders through the VISTA Campus, prepare for VISTA Leader in-service training, participate in peer learning with other leaders, and access relevant self-directed learning on the VISTA Campus and other sites. Before we move ahead, let's pause for a second to address a few important action items. Do you have a copy of the VISTA Individual Development Plan outline? It's linked below this video. Do you have a copy of the Leadership Definition activity you began earlier in VLO? Having these items will help you engage more fully with this training. If you don't have copies of these documents, we recommend pausing the training here to complete this prep work. Once you're ready, come back and continue with the training.
Now that you have a strong foundation for supporting your project and your VISTA members, we'll discuss how to support yourself in your continuing development as a VISTA leader. Ongoing professional development is important, but it won't happen unless you have a plan. You may be familiar with using an individual development plan or learning plan to map out your professional learning pathway. Individual development plans can take many forms, so use one that suits your needs. For the purpose of this training, let's briefly look at the individual development plan available on the VISTA campus. In this plan, you start by noting the knowledge and skills you want to develop, assigning each a priority, and then noting places where you can develop that skill or knowledge. It's important to assign a time frame for completing each learning activity so they don't get put off indefinitely. Pause the training here and take a few moments to consider one or two areas of knowledge or skill that you might want to develop as a VISTA leader. Write them down and be sure to return after the training to continue working on your individual development plan. Your plan will evolve over time as you identify new skills you want to learn, discover new sources of learning, and complete some of the items. We also suggest sharing your individual development plan with your supervisor, who can help you plan your service year to achieve your goals. Once you have your plan, you can embark on your learning. The VISTA campus is where much of your continuing leader development will occur. You have probably already seen the ongoing leader development section of the campus and the subsection called Working with VISTAs. This is where you learned about the 6 roles of a VISTA leader: ambassador, mentor, recruiter, facilitator or educator, liaison, and resource generator. Once you have this foundation, you can explore the other leaders' resources on the campus. You also have probably been to the section on becoming a leader. That's where you found the section called Your First Few Weeks as a Leader. When you go there, you'll see leader resources that offer a wealth of material related to the VISTA leader role. Within leader resources, you'll see materials relating to your VISTA leader role, training and professional development opportunities, leading your VISTA members, and life as a VISTA leader. Not all of these will be relevant at the start of your leader service. Some will be more useful later on, but you'll want to know where they are. VISTA offers webinars every month for VISTA leaders. These sessions offer opportunities to brush up on your skills, learn about new areas in leadership development, and connect with other leaders to learn about what they do that works. Topics include communication and coaching, emotional intelligence and empathy, and conducting site visits and leading meetings. Be sure to register in advance so you will get automatic reminders about the sessions. A link to the VISTA Leader webinars can be found below this video. Many leaders also find value in the webinars offered for VISTA members. Some of these sessions are just as relevant for leaders as they are for members, and it's a good way to stay current on what your VISTAs are learning. Likewise, some of the webinars for VISTA supervisors can be useful for VISTA leaders, particularly those on recruitment. Keep in mind that your role as a VISTA leader differs from that of the supervisor, so not everything in the webinar will apply to you in the same way. We also ask that VISTA leaders be quiet participants in the supervisor webinars, allowing supervisors to lead the conversation and ask questions so they get their needs met. VISTA offers a 3.5-day in-person training for VISTA leaders called VISTA Leader In-Service Training. It's intended for leaders in the first few months of service, so that you have some experience with your site and your team, and you know which areas you'd like to strengthen. The training explores the transformational leadership model in more depth and looks at the various roles VISTA leaders play. It covers communication, emotional intelligence, managing conflict, and providing effective feedback. It also offers elective sessions such as leading from a distance, coaching your members, and handling difficult conversations. You'll receive an email at a later date with information on the dates and locations for your VISTA Leader In-Service training.
Another way to learn is to connect with other VISTA leaders so you can benefit from their experience. One way to do this is through the campus discussion forums for leaders, and there are two: I'm a New Leader and Leader Open Space. Of course, the only way forums work is if someone posts a question and others respond to it. The best way to participate in a forum is to log into your campus account, navigate to the forum, and then click the subscribe button. That way, you'll get an email message whenever someone posts on that forum. And then remember to post a question, or better yet, reply to someone else's post. Another way VISTA leaders support one another is by posting materials they have created on the campus in an area called Can I Get a Copy of That? Here you'll find everything from sample meeting agendas to training designs to newsletter templates. To avoid copyright issues, we ask that you only post original material that you've created, and be sure your name is on it somewhere so you get credit. Of course, your individual development plan is going to be customized to your specific learning needs, so you will have your own unique learning pathway to discover and explore through self-directed learning. Here are some suggested topics to consider adding to your plan: self-care, strengths-based leadership, conflict management, and having difficult conversations. The VISTA campus is a great place to start for self-directed learning, but don't forget to branch out to additional resources that may be available through your sponsor or community. Here are some words of wisdom from other VISTA leaders who came before you. From Ariel Lapita, serving as a VISTA leader from 2018 to 2019. One of my favorite parts of being a VL is forming relationships with my VISTAs and being there for them as they grow personally and professionally, while having the opportunity to work toward my own goals along the way. AJ Patil, who served as a leader from 2017 to 2018, says, I would emphasize that the leader is a VISTA member first and foremost. There are a lot of systems and people in place to give you the support and help you need, as long as you ask. Reach out to any of the people, state personnel, your supervisor, other supervisors, if you need anything. And finally, from Brianna Blackburn, who was a leader from 2017 to 2018, you are in this awesome, unique leadership position without the same hiring and firing power as a supervisor. In this position, you can build genuine relationships, create change, and be an authentic leader. Create a vision and go for it. While you are busy supporting your VISTAs, don't lose sight of your own learning and professional development plans. Be sure to use the facilitator and educator skills you're cultivating to advance your own learning during your VISTA Leader Year.
Now that you've completed the Virtual Leader Orientation self-guided training resources, let's go back to the first activity you completed as part of the VLO, the Leadership Definition activity. At the start of VLO, you provided a brief description of your personal definition of leadership. We encourage you to complete the second half of this activity by creating your renewed personal leadership definition based on what you've learned through the VLO process. Remember to reflect upon the 6 VISTA leader roles and the practices of transformational leadership as you prepare your new definition. This is a great activity to return to every few months as you progress through your VISTA Leader Year. Let's take a minute to review how you can actively continue developing your skills as a leader this year. You can create an individual development plan based on your VISTA Leader assignment description, access live and recorded webinars for VISTA leaders through the VISTA Campus, participate in VISTA Leader in-service training, participate in peer learning with other leaders, and seek out relevant self-directed learning on the VISTA Campus and other sites. Thank you for your participation in this virtual leader orientation. A few reminders before you go. Remember, you can always come back to these training videos and linked resources at any time during your leader service year. Be sure to bring your supervisor into the conversation around all of the topics discussed in VLO, especially your role in recruitment, data collection, partner communication, resource development, and member support. Don't neglect your own opportunities for learning, self-care, and development. And lastly, but certainly not least, have a fantastic year. Thank you for choosing to serve your community as an AmeriCorps VISTA leader. We can't wait to see everything that you accomplish during your service year.